Welcome to one of the grandest adventures you could ever have in the state of Arizona. We're here in the Grand Canyon at the Havasupai Indian Reservation so we can see things like this. This is Havasupai Falls, and believe it or not, it's one of the many stops that we have while we are here. However, before we get to all of that, there are a couple of things you need to know. We have a 4-day and 3-night backpacking adventure ahead of us. So, my wife Jen and I, we have a lot to pack in just 2 backpacks. We are filled to the brim, but we are ready to go. The night before, we have to get here, the Grand Canyon Caverns and Inn. This is where you have to check in and get your permits. Just know that in order to get a campsite reservation, it's incredibly competitive. I recommend reserving a campsite right when reservations open in January. Also know that it's almost $500 per person for a campsite. Then you'll have to stay at this motel the night before your reservation begins. The next day, get to the trailhead as early as possible for a good parking spot and to avoid the heat. I have about 40 pounds on my back, my wife Jenna has about 30, but the hike down feels a whole lot better than coming back up. After 8 miles, you'll reach the Supai village, where you can actually get Wi-Fi and food. But then it's a 2-mile hike to get to the campground. You like it, babe?
We made it!
So here we got the tent, the hammock, and the wife, who is cooking lunch right now. Look at that. Now, it's time to swim.
Wow.
Havasupai Falls is a postcard in real life. A 100-foot waterfall that is a ton of fun to swim in, and we went in early June and the water felt amazing. So that is just part 1. So for the next 2 weeks, I'll show you the other 2 parts, and then we also have a Rediscover Arizona special where you're going to see the full 12-minute version of that and some of the other rediscovers that I've done all around the state. But Havasupai Falls, bucket list, I remember just jaw-dropping. You're like, is this actually real? I mean, you know, you kind of get that feeling with the Grand Canyon anyway.
Can you give me an idea, though, for the 2 of you, how much does that trip cost? Between passes and then the campsite and all that, is it pretty expensive?
It can get pretty expensive with the gear, but
the gear too.
But I don't think you'll find anybody who actually gets down there that regrets any of it.
I know.
Yeah.
It makes it so worth it, and they have other options. You don't have to like hike down there. You can take a donkey, or you can even use a helicopter too. We're gonna get into that in some of the other parts as well.
But the fact that you said down there triggers my mind to go, you gotta come back up.
Yes,
Before, because obviously everybody hasn't seen all these parts, what would you say the level of difficulty, so what kind of hiker should consider doing something like this?
Yeah, if you're gonna hike it, you need to be a good hiker. So there were some people that went with their kids and stuff like that.
That's what I was wondering.
Kids not necessarily having a great time. You know,
11 miles total.
Yeah, just to get to the campsite, and then it's 11 miles back.
Oh, okay. So
basically. So,
How many husbands did you see carrying their wives on their back? Just asking
Just one.
for a friend.
yeah. No, Jenna holds her own.
Oh, I bet.
I was talking about my husband. He's gonna have to carry my.
There you go.